Okay. What's up, suckers? Just trying to, you know, separate pots, right? Hey! Cheap pots. Okay. $4 pot, or, well, okay. 4 pots for $1. Who is gonna say no to that? Not this guy. I'm just, the sticker, whatever. It's $1. Unfortunately, these are things that we just kind of have to say, okay, I guess the sticker stays. Same with this one. I mean, when it comes to stickers on certain things, there's only so much you can do. Working in retail, that was my most hated thing. Was you would get a package, the sticker would be inside the plastic bag, and then in order to put it on the floor, you'd have to take off the sticker, and most of the time, this is what you would end up with. And then you'd have to keep that specific product behind and send a message to the retailer, please stop putting stickers on your packages inside the plastic bag because I can't do anything about it. And when I go to sell it, oh, do I get a discount because I can't do anything? You know what, Karen? Yeah, that's fine. 50%. Whatever. I'm really sorry about the plastic. Or if there's no sticker, you have to print a sticker. Otherwise, there's no sticker on this. Does that mean it's free? Honey, if I got paid $1 every time I heard that in my entire career of retail service, I would own this establishment. No, it's not free. That's called stealing. And that's what happens to a lot of people. And how do I know and trust you didn't actually find a sticker on this product that I can just say, yeah, take it home. I dare you. Guess what? You're not coming back ever again. Because you stole something from me. Not me specifically, but I work here and I watched you leave. So yeah, take it home and never return to this establishment. They were always so shocked. What do you mean it's not free? What? Who said it was free? Why are you shopping here if it's free? What? Who are you? Who raised you? My mother, Barbara. The ultimate Karen. My husband, Kevin. The ultimate male Karen. I don't know. Well, I've heard it one way or the other. I've heard that male Karens are also known either as Kevin, or as Darren, or as Daryl, or as Steve. Which sucks because I know a lot of people with those names, and they're not Karens. At least as far as I know. It's always the family members that go, oh, not my husband. Yeah, yes, your husband. Okay, I'm being careful. Baby roots. So it's literally just stuck inside here. Oh, you're so cute. Who said you could be this cute? Alrighty. I'm actually going to wait to transplant this guy. I'm going to put him in the next size up, but I'm not going to put him in these. Okay, these guys. These are root bound. When I purchased them in October, I said, oh yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to immediately take them home, transplant them. But then it was too cold. And you're not supposed to transplant in the cold because then you put them into shock. And they're already in shock because they have hot glued eyes on their faces. I just have to remind myself there really is only so much I can do when it comes to stores like this. How much do they care? Obviously not a whole lot. This has been root bound the entire time. Did I like it? No. Did I know what was going to happen? Yes. Did I still let it happen? I had to. Otherwise, this would be dead. Again, there's only so much we can do. I'm just going to take off some of the roots. Just the base layer. The very bottom. Very, very bottom. The rest, I'm going to try to save and salvage and break up. And that will allow the actual cactus to say, hey, I'm in a good place now. Just like when you finally realize that your emo phase wasn't a phase and you truly are emo and you really just want to wear the black clothes because you can and it makes you feel good. It's not a phase, Mom. Alrighty. This looks really good. I'm going to show you in 1 second. I still want to be very careful with this. Alrighty. So, this is what the base layer... Ah! It's fine. I'm just dropping forks. This is what a base layer of a cactus, a very healthy cactus, looks like. Now, if it wasn't healthy, this would be squishy, and it's very hard. And then another thing, this would not be a healthy color. You would be able to tell if it wasn't. So this is a very natural yellow-green, and it's got, you can kind of see them in there. The pores, you can kind of see the pores. It's focusing on my face. There you go. You can see the pores where the spines, when it finally does grow up and out, where the spines will officially fill that in. So that's awesome. I did take off a lot of the roots of this one. So I'm going to do this, set it right on top, real nice like, and then take some, I want to be really careful with this because they are just baby roots and I don't want to shock the cactus even more than I'm going to, just by, again, using my fork. Don't. I should have grabbed the camera for that one. A gentleman just rode by on his horse. That is not something you see every day. I'll post a picture at the end. I'm pretty sure he's local. Playing mariachi music on his trotting horse. Wonder if there's an event coming up. You know, that's what I expected to see at the Christmas parade. And the Christmas parade was probably... I don't want to diss the Christmas parade. There are certain expectations, though, that people have. And the distance between performers was vast. Like, bigger than a semi. That's how long it took for them to even tag along, basically. So we were able to watch maybe 3 schools, 6 trucks, and the theme this year was Grinch. So all we saw was Grinch. I saw maybe one Santa, and he was a blow-up Santa. Oh well. Look it! He's so cute. He's a little wobbly, just simply because I did throw away, or not throw away, but break up a lot of his root system. So he doesn't have a whole lot of support. It's like when you go to sit in a certain seat, and you know that seat's been sat in a lot. So there he is. There's our guy. Does he need a name? I don't know. But he cute. There we go. Get that soil off of there. I'm not going to water him just yet. Do this again with my next one. He's pretty tall, so we'll see what needs to be done. So I'm just filling up. I guess I could bring you down. You keep sliding, though. That's the problem. I bring you down here and you slide. You slip and slide, and it's annoying. So... Not everybody wants to be on YouTube. Now I'm looking down at you. Except that's even worse, because you can see my Jabba the Hutt chin. Han Solo. Okay. I won't do that. Oh. Alrighty. So this is next. Again, root bound. What? I'm really sorry, sir. I'm gonna be squeezing you. I need to check your root system, though. Root bound. How could this be? Break it up again with my fork. I am breaking it up over a pot so that way whatever soil I can salvage will stay. But this plant definitely needs just brand new soil. I didn't get the fries that I wanted. This is not Raising Cane's. You cannot say that to me. I'm not sponsored. Anyways, just beat it. Okay. Root system looks fantastic. No water damage whatsoever. I'm not gonna break this off because he is holding on for dear life. So I'm not gonna do it. What I'm gonna do though, take a brand new pot and float it where I want it. That way you can kind of see the shade where I want the root system to stop. So I have a pot of some soil, fill it in around, basically creating a seat for this guy. Settling in, slowly place him on top because he's still going to be very weak on his feet. He's a baby. He doesn't know how to walk yet. Fill in around him. Hold his head. Yeah, you're gonna be really weak on your feet, and it's totally fine. You're gonna do great. Alright. I am fully covering his base that I showed you, the exposed base. I am fully covering and submerging all of the root system. I don't want any damage coming to him. And again, with the other one, I'm not going to spray him down just yet, just simply because I exposed his root. Hello? So cute. Alright. That is numero dos. This might be a little bit longer of a video because I have 2 more pots. Alright. Why am I potting for you on camera if it's just basic potting? Because I have to tell you how far down to bury it. With the one, I could have filled it up to here. See it? Do you see the soil line? I could have filled it up here and just stuck the cactus on top. You can't just stick a cactus on top of soil. If they do have a healthy root system, you do want to submerge the roots. Otherwise, when it gets cold, it'd be like if you decided to visit Alaska in the actual winter of Alaska and somebody said, no, just go outside and wear shorts. You're fine. Your legs are going to freeze off and you're not going to be able to feel your toes for a week. Even if you come back to your normal home country where it's hot out in the summer and you're like, my legs are cold. Yeah, you got to bury your roots, man. Wear adequate clothing when you go places. If you know it's going to be cold, at least take a jacket. At least take some clothes just in case. You want to do that for your succulents. You want to do that for your cactuses. You want to do that like these guys. Despite not wearing pants, and this is what we wait for, but I didn't have them outside exposed to the cold. They usually come inside. So I'm waiting for the root system. Same thing with this. If you're ready to actually have your cactuses and succulents grow up and tall, you don't want them naked. You want to put them in soil. So for this guy, I'm going to bury him to here. That way, any exposed base, because he's officially scarred over, these are nice healthy roots, but they're very, very short. This is how I pulled him out. There were no other roots in the pot, so it's not like I damaged him and, this is what we see, what is left. This is what he came with. This is how he traveled. So I want to bury him at least an inch. See, a digit. A digit is an inch. That's how far I want to bury him, just to make sure he still has adequate coverage and I'm not shocking his little booty to not give me roots for the future. Same thing with this guy. Even though I have good amount of spine right here, I can still see it's yellow. So I want to fully cover the yellow plus maybe 1/4 of an inch of the green to still tell it, hey, I am fully covered. I am not in shock. I can still grow. That's kind of why he's pointed at the top, is his nutrients are being sapped from him. And he's also being told, hey, it's cold out. You don't want to grow yet. And he's receding in shape. And I don't want him to recede in shape. I want a nice round tip like this guy and this guy. He'll be fine. I'm not going to touch him. I'm going to leave him. But you can see where the nutrients basically are being sapped from. It's just simply because he's turning yellow. I'm not going to water him. I'll spritz this one down, but I'm not going to water him. And I'm only going to do the root. Make sure there's full drainage to the bottom. Cactuses don't need that much, but I still want to fully spray. The other two will be fine to wait. They don't need to be sprayed quite yet. And my last and final succulent, which means I'll need to go get more pots because I have 2 more succulents to officially do this with. But he's like, there's no soil in this guy, which, you know, sucks. But here we are. I'm going to carefully grab them together. I don't know if this yellow guy is this succulent or if it's just from another one that I'm not seeing. It doesn't look like the other ones that I shipped out, so I'm not quite sure. And he's not in last week's video. He's brand new. Okay, these guys are going to be separated in the same pot though, but they're going to be separated. There we go. Ah, perfect. And the way I'll separate them is I'll separate the roots and then stick this rock between them. So, just ta-da! Separate. So I'm going to take the base of my thick fork and stick them in there. My neighbor's rooster is great. You'd think I lived in the country. Alright, again with this guy. He does have a nice trailing root, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to bury him up to this node. It's this nice section. You can especially see it on the front. It's kind of a dotted line. On the back side, not so much, but there is a dark dot right there, which is the base of the node, so that's what I'm going to bury him up to. I do want that trailing root to still be trailing. I don't want it to be all like, it's like when you sit in a chair, you don't want your knees all up to your chest because eventually you're going to cut off circulation, and when you go to step down and walk around, it's going to be all tingly. And don't want to do that to my cactus because he can't tell me, hey, I need to be unfurled. He'll just go into shock and then stop growing, turn yellow, and then die. And I don't want to do that to my new babies. Okay, and then I'm going to take that stick and separate them. These guys have spines, but they're thin. They're fibrous spines. So I'm going to do my best not to touch said fibrous spines, because then I will have a splinter for like 2 weeks, and then I'll be confused as to why my finger feels a certain way, like my little fountain up top. Whee! This is how I water my succulents! Is he back? There he is, there he is, there he is. See the horse? See the horse? I love this town. It's great. See, I wasn't lying. I told you at the end I would show you the man and the horse. Alrighty, so we have officially discussed why it's important to bury our cactuses up to a certain point. That counts for all succulents. If you do have succulents and you're waiting, like these guys, we're still waiting for these roots. If you can, put them in a cookie tray or something very small, even a basic pot. Just pile them all on top of each other and keep them inside, especially when it's cold out. It's been like 36 degrees at night, which to you and me might be like, meh, you know, jacket, pants. But for little baby succulents that are trying to grow and most of their inner workings is water, you put them in ice, they're going to freeze, and then they're going to basically shrivel up and die when they finally, you know, basically defrost, and then we're going to be confused as to how this could have happened to us. Yeah, you foresaw it coming, you just didn't care. So if this is your livelihood, definitely, if they're cold, bring them inside. But yeah, that's ultimately what we're looking at. I do keep my small pots just in case I have successful babies, so that's what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna pop those in the back. But yeah, that is ultimately my little cactus horde right there, plus the ones that we did in the last video. So, like I said, I have 2 more succulents, and then my big succulent in the pot over here that I will eventually transplant, pull everything out, rejuvenate the soil completely, and then we'll officially be caught up and ready for warmer weather. I'm not going to say summer, definitely not ready for summer, but warmer weather, and then that's when we'll start officially watering things on a regular basis. Otherwise, though, I don't want to shock anything with too much water, and I don't want to freeze anything when it's still reaching 30 degrees at night. So, until the next video, peace out, suckers.